You wanna suck my dick?
They're my boss. Wait, no, I can totally say this to them. They're chill. Suck.
I mean, if it was Crash's boss, she might be into.
I mean, you're not wrong. Oh wait, no, that's not his boss anymore. She downgraded. I think.
I'd say just got to get some, a little after effect in there, a little shower.
Make sure everything's nice and clean. By clean, I mean.
Oh, hey, Fred, you there?
Yeah.
I should show you this. How did you configure your spells so they show up your third casting?
Which one?
So it shows you have your warlock spells and your regular spells.
Oh, on your sheet? I don't have that. I keep track of it manually. I have like
So
a
if
little.
If you do this, it'll pop it all up the way it needs to be. Obviously, the saves will be whatever your sorcerer saves are. So on Cha.
Oh,
Yeah, I was messing around with that to get it to work.
that's cool. Nice. Yeah, I have this little miniature whiteboard pen that I use for spell slots.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's a nice little visual.
Tedious seems like an opt word.
That is very true.
Yeah, I'll probably copy that. That's nice. Thanks.
Yeah, I remember having seen that before while I was messing around. I figured it would work for this situation.
So I completely forgot I had cider in my fridge.
Nice.
So I feel like you have this like every other week now. Just like, oh yeah, the cider in here, delicious.
I had some rice wine earlier. It was nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have always loved sake.
Yeah. I brewed this one myself. Very pleased with the result.
Oh wow! So yeah, what I'll do is I will obviously hot, but then mix it with a little bit of lemon tea, and it is the best.
Oh, nice. Nice. Side note, the way Crash described the little hut here and the log cabin on the side and, not too far away from the lake, I was like, did he stalk my cabin in the woods?
Hold up. Is there surveillance? Look outside, you just see him with like a camera.
And we even have a trap door with a basement.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's an earth cellar.
Ah, okay. So not to keep all of your murder victims.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And preserves cans, that sort of.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was just saying, Crash, did you somehow teleport to my family's cabin? Because there's a main cabin with a trapdoor basement, and then you have a little hut off to the side, and you have the lake not too far down.
Mm-hmm. I'll never tell. To be fair, this is way farther than the lake. Like this one in game, the lake's way farther from the cabin.
Yeah.
Are we all back?
Oh.
I know. O's back.
Miles.
It is a Miles.
So I put it in the aura for the Dawnbreaker crest, and it put it 10 miles.
Nothing. Oh.
Nice. 10-mile radius, dude. That's lit.
Everything in this town is protected.
A regional effect.
I think that's larger than regional effects. I think regional effects only go like 6 miles or something, don't they?
Probably. I don't know exactly.
I don't think many people use them.
Yeah, only like powerful things with layers.
Yeah, like dragons or
Dragons. Yeah. I want to say liches have them too.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Hags probably do.
Hags do. I know that. I don't think liches have.
Well, I mean, of
effects.
course,
I think
hags do, Garth.
But
And why is
hags
that?
do everything. How can we forget?
They are the best.
Let's find out lich. No, it doesn't have region effects, just layer actions. Krakens have regional effects, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, because they're like greater elementals.
Yeah, they're freaking huge.
Not. It's like a greater monstrosity, I guess.
Yeah, they change how they are.
And I think all the elder elementals do as well.
Yeah, so
Eretan, Leviathan.
It's like a different book and stuff though, where they do things better. So
Yeah, that's I think they're in Tomophos.
yeah, probably. It's either Volod or Mordenkainen's.
That being said, they are absolutely dumpster bad.
Yeah, for something that is supposed to be like huge and like near cosmic, yeah, they're not.
Yeah,
If you give it stats, it will die.
On average, they do about 27 points of damage a turn.
27.
They're pathetic.
Yeah, that's
The thing is,
I can outdo that with a level 3 assassin rogue.
I think if
You
I really
have-
optimize Jace, he could probably hit that.
you have to their strength is in their regional effects.
Well, that sort of makes sense, but I still feel like they should be able to like wreck the shit out of you if you dare get
Yeah,
close.
no, absolutely. Like if a Leviathan comes to your shore, it's a Typhoon. Like everyone is getting hit with a 9th level Typhoon. Like they are a walking calamity.
Yep. But stay at 27 whole damage. Wow, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
wild.
they're so it's paltry.
Are we all back, by the way? Or are we still waiting on someone?
Back at Chris.
Don't know.
Well, since none of them responded.
Curse is here.
You know what is powerful is an abyssal chicken.
What the fuck is that?
That would be a killer
is
chicken
that?
sandwich.
I mean, I tuned out there for a second, but thank God I'm back.
I was waiting for you to say hag.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
What
that's
the hell is an abyssal chicken? I'm looking it up. What the fuck is this?
Okay.
Wait a minute, post the picture, I need to see.
check
That
out
looks
these
pretty
maps.
cool, actually. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I'm not sure if I'd qualify as a chicken.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I would say
Oh,
it's a
its thing
chicken.
spreads up
It's a
until it can
chicken.
fly. What the fuck?
Oh, I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, in person, that's crazy.
I TPK'd a party with these.
I have, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
they're
that's where I've
pretty-
seen
they're
this
pretty low,
before.
Yeah.
What's CR though?
Typical farm
1/4.
animal.
1/4. That's why they're so good.
Oh, so it can only fly for a
Bad
short period.
flyer.
Interesting. I mean, it makes sense.
Up.
It's a chicken.
Up to 14 damage
Oh, chicken.
a round for a CR 1/4 creature.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
2.5
pretty good.
CR 1/4 is really good. And all those damage resistances make them basically pretty resistant to any, especially at that level. Like,
Cold, fire, lightning, poison.
magic.
Ooh.
Mhm.
They're
well, that's sort of the bit. Like,
Instant
those are the elements you're gonna see at like level 1. Like that's it.
These are good beasts right there.
I
And the
guess
cool,
they're like 10 HP, so they can be one shot relatively decently.
As long as you
You
don't
can-
pull a Legend of Zelda and have a swarm of them.
But that's a
Well,
cap.
that's exactly
CR 1/4. That means you need 4 of them to be for a level 1 party
Oh,
for it to
shit.
be a medium encounter.
bingo.
That's was that 8 attacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you actually economy the shit out of them. So unless they
Mhm.
basically, do you go first and kill them faster than they can kill you? If yes, then
Yeah.
you might be fine. If no, you're fucked.
Yeah, they're nasty creatures. I love them. The cool thing is you can use them inside of darkness because they have blind sense.
Ooh.
Makes sense. They literally don't have eyes.
Mhm.
Toph will be trapped.
I mean, the trade-off is if a party's smart and doesn't rush in, they can just shoot them from a distance and
Yeah, like a longbow can take them out, and they would.
here's some attacks advantage. So
Why would it? Wait a minute.
What?
Okay, I guess it depends on how we constitute blind. Because it's not tremor sense; it's blind sense. But I was gonna say, if it was like
Yeah.
tremor, if it feels like tremor sense, why would they fly ever?
Mhm.
That's like
Yeah.
Toph and Avatar.
I would imagine it's something with like smell, potentially.
Does it have a nose? I don't think it does.
They can taste the air potentially, which with that tongue is potential.
Yeah, it's very snake-like.
Also, it's a
Yeah.
weird abyssal monster. I don't think it really fucking matters. It could be anything that you can't even imagine.
It's fun to think about it.
That's a good point.
So just like those long tail things at the back.
That
Those are
becomes its
wings.
wings.
Yeah.
It's flesh flaps.
Don't say
Fish
flesh flaps.
That's horrible.
Don't.
But they are. They're flaps made of flesh.
They are in fact flesh flaps.
Oh.
If you want to use that as a euphemism for a different, for genitalia, that's on you. That's on me. I'm just calling it like I sees it.
Calls it like I see.
18, 19, pretty likely to hit even at level 1. Assuming that you're actually using the stat you should be using to attack something.
Yeah, man, they're good creatures because they have a gimmick and they're very good at it, but they also have a weakness, and a weakness is a cool thing for a monster to have.
Yeah, this seems like a creature that would punish people that just rush in.
Yeah,
Which I'm-
that's how I TPK'd a
It's like,
party.
oh, it's a bunch of chickens. Oh fuck, they're killing us.
Motherfucker, if I saw that at a level 1 character, they shouldn't have seen much of, unless they're like a ranger, I guess. But still, I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm not rushing at that. You kidding me?
What? Okay, so what's the situation that they bumped into these things? Well, they just
so
come
it
across a
happened-
fucked up farm?
There's a whole small town that was being like something was happening at night that was causing massive destruction, and to the point people would not go outside at night. So they were to check it out, and the chickens during the daytime look like normal chickens. I don't think that's how the creature works, but that's how I was doing it.
That would be that's pretty funny. I like that.
So one of them they were nearing nighttime and they were looking around and they found all these chickens. And one of them was like playing with the chicken that kept following him and pecking at his foot. Okay. So like they kind of split up, and then the rest of them like saw the chickens transforming, and the other one just started getting mauled. It was great.
And that's how they died.
And that's
Yeah,
how
they
they
did.
became
God,
How
that
many
chickens.
sounds
How many chickens was it?
There was 5 of them, and I used 8 chickens in one pen, and then there was 4 more in another pen.
So 12. Okay.
Alright.
How-
Sounds like they
close-
had a chance. Almost.
How close were the pens from one another?
Enough that if they made a lot of noise, they would hear it.
Okay, so we'll find
They
like
would
30.
act in the second round if they fought in the pen. But if they didn't fight in the pen, they would just be inactive. They fought in the pen.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, when you said TPK, I figured.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5
There was just
people
a
at,
pause.
I'm assuming they're level 1.
Level 3s and 4s.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Not enough for extra attack though, but enough to get good features. But still though, 24 attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was brutal.
that's a massacre.
Mhm.
That is pretty funny though that there were no chickens in the day.
Yeah. I like that. I'm going to
just
see that at
imagining-
some point.
I'm just imagining this thing, like the mouth, that like literally triangular mouth going, "Cock."
Like a superhuman ass voice.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
what I did. Not that I'm like good at making animal noises, but as they like realized what was happening, it was like "Macaque, macaque, macaque." And they're like, "Oh no!"
Oh, yeah.
They know they have fucked up. Roll initiative.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there's no way that. Like,
Just like Bakuk, motherfucker.
no way. There's a Tango, stop attacking me.
And
Hear
then
the chickens.
suddenly they were Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love that.
Go the macaque to sleep.
Probably the best TPK I've ever.
Yeah.
It's like.
Were they mad about that afterwards? Or it was just that's stupid as fuck. I love it. Nice.
Boy, you were mad. The other two were just dying laughing.
I would,
Yeah.
I would laugh so hard at that. I would also run away, so I would laugh at the people dying. So,
Yeah, no, like just book it, chief.
They only got blind. They got blind sense 30 feet. Just run further than 30 feet. They won't be able to see you. You can literally outrun their sense.
Yeah, no, these were the people who like wedged that line between hard and tarred. They charged in real fast.
And then one turn later, regret. How do we live? We don't.
Exactly.
Cats invisible. Actually, no, invisible wouldn't do shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats fly. Well, they're level with your fly.
Misty step dash. Piece of food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Cats
what I would do.
disengage
It's
and
like, it doesn't
run.
know which direction I went to chase me in, and now I run even further away. They'll
So
never
that's the thing. At the end of it, like after one person had died, they ran away, and like the chickens couldn't find them, but they stood there and waited for
Why?
the chicken.
Why?
They're like, all right, form a line. I'm like, okay.
You have an escape. Fuck, go. Look, at that point, they were just asking to die. Like,
Hard and hard.
we can take him,
they would be the
fellas.
1
They
HP
killed
Hydra.
us. They have killed a quarter of our army. No.
Death spiral via chicken. Anyway, speaking of death spirals,
What?
and it's not by chickens.
I mean,
It's my
I
crow.
don't know if that's still reassuring.
It's by crows. Just kidding. It's by serpent. Nonetheless, so
I mean, it's
let's get back into
serpent
it, shall we? So, you guys eventually come down to the lake shores of. I guess no one really has a name for this lake, but Altslitz Lake, we'll call it. The lake itself on this side has a bit of queer tree line, like clearance space, because this is where they get the wood for their town. To the north of this, though, where like the river is like that's like bogs and swampland and marshes and stuff like that. Yeah, you could. We're gonna go back to the old map. I'm gonna use this as like a drawing space. A really shite drawing space. So if we, so you guys know where you are. You guys are on the west banks of the lake. The town itself is at the centrality of the lake, but it's not like there's like one big path that leads there. It's not like good Star City Lake. It's basically a series of like floating bridges and checkpoints that are sort of zigzag up to it.
So it's not really a way to sneak up on the place if someone wanted to.
Yeah, it's like it just has like those ways in that, or you swim. It's sort of like Lake Town in Hobbit. I think about it, which I guess there's only so many ways to do a town on the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can tell from where you guys are on the coast itself. Also, it's not like a floating town. There are islands in the lake itself that some of the buildings are propped on, and then extensions build out from that, or they use that as like anchoring points to build smaller extensions for the rest of the town, stuff like that. So it's not a floating town, not entirely at least.
We're in Venice, baby.
Hey.
Woo!
Hopefully
I
not
love
right
this.
now. I think they're still in lockdown.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. You guys, they caught the guy. He killed himself, and then they brought his corpse back just to punish him. Don't you love cosmic justice? Anyways, though, so yeah, you guys are at the western bank, and at the close. There's only two bridges that lead to Altlet. One on this side, one on the other side. So western and eastern. So yeah, unless you guys want to go all the way around to the other side, this is your guys' way on. At one of the checkpoints, the closest checkpoint, I call them like a buoyed checkpoint because they are sort of buoyed, held aloft by floating logs and other barrels and stuff like that, apparatuses. It's not a close thing to get to this checkpoint either. It seems like it has been purposely designed that you can't just snipe whoever's on watch if you get close enough. It's a long distance to the closest checkpoint, and then from there it just breaks into much smaller walks that go to the next checkpoint. But up until this first checkpoint, it's a pretty long, just straight stretch of no cover, no nothing, just bridge. It is still within visual distance, though. You see one guy on watch, and he sees you guys as you guys approach. He probably seen you guys for a while now, but now that you guys are actually close, he can actually do stuff. It's like holding the door for someone. If you hold the door for someone that's like 50 feet away, it's a bit awkward.
He has to kind of like run over there, but not really.
Yeah. So yeah, this man, he's dressed in leather. He wields a leather shield, like a leather wrap shield and a spear and stuff like that. He shouts out something at you guys. It's pretty far away, like 60 feet, a bit further, 90 feet. So it's a bit hard to hear, especially with the water just. This is a pretty active lake in terms of like water shaking and stuff like that. But you guys can hear him roughly. That being said, only those of you that know Nevros understand him.
What's he saying?
Chase will tell them what he says in common.
I'm not going to move you guys to whispers and move you back for literally every conversation here.
For posterity's sake, he'll be a translator.
Yeah, he just simply shouts out, "And who are you lot?" Remember, Nevros is, sometimes it speaks between Russian accents and other stuff, so you could assume he speaks, Rush mid, Solo B, and Sukablit.
Clearly, the only interaction we have with Russians is CSGO.
Yeah, I mean, Russians are really good at CS:GO. Like they're
In Nevros, I will reply. One of our party is in a bad way and needs some help. So, if possible, we would like to see an Alice.
You can see him like lean forward and squint at you guys, and then he responds again. And Nevros. Are you the provincials?
Yes.
Come here. He gestures, he waves you guys to come closer.
I approach.
I'll follow behind.
Yeah, me too.
The man himself has like a crescent of like hair that just sort of sweeps back, not in the sense of like a mohawk or something like that, but more of like the front of it, like his hairline just sort of arcs back and just sweeps behind his ears and stuff like that. It's like a mullet, except like more greasy and held together. He has a well-kept beard. That's pretty cool. It's sort of just tied at the bottom by like a length of string. As you get closer, he just watches you guys. He looks behind you guys, make sure nothing else is there. Whatever. You guys are eventually on the same buoy checkpoint as him. To the credit of the construction of this place, it does hold Brongar and all of that. So, cool.
Does it hold him securely, or is it about to like just tip?
It doesn't seem like it's about to tip. It certainly buckles a bit, but that's just how physics works. So as you get closer, he shifts the spear from his open hand to his shield hand, and then goes up to like give you like the wrist shake, Magnus, because you're the one doing the speaking currently.
Yeah, I'll shake his wrist. Magnus.
I said that really fucking fast to the point where you might have missed some of the syllables in there.
I think I missed the word.
Abdiv.
Thank you.
Abdiv. Magnus, good to meet you. I am the border guard for the town. Welcome to Otlet.
My thanks. Does he seem seasoned, like he could hold his own in a fight?
Roll me insight. Not sure how visible that is at.
Give him guidance.
Can I roll too?
Sure.
I'll give it to Magnus because he spoke first.
Yeah, I don't want the guidance on this. It's too obvious.
Okay.
Well, I rolled, but okay. Oh, jeez. My brain did take damage.
Looks like he's been in a scrap. As for like a large scale onslaught like you guys, which is equivalent to like a military skirmish, that's different. But it does look like he's been in plenty of lethal fights and lived to tell the tale.
He's not green at the very least.
So he's decent in the fights. That's good to know.
Would you travel further?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. What?
Yes, it was your travel well.
Mostly, aside from I do a head nod to Dusk. A minor incident on the way.
What happened?
How to explain? Well,
It's like using a translator, like whoever you're speaking.
yeah.
This is actually a more common procedure in like actual international translation diplomatic work. There's a translator for one party and a different translator for another party. So I assume you operate the translator for the party, and then
Yeah, like I said,
you operate the translator as the town side of things.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
So it's outgoing constantly.
Yeah, I'll just try to explain what happened in as broad detail as possible. Trying to save my dignity.
Roll deception.
Shit.
Give him guidance, because boy, how is he gonna need it. Some dark being sapped him of his strength.
Come on.
Literally.
Come on, roll 20.
Sapped him through a very specific part of his body.
D4? Maybe it'll be 18 or 15 or something.
I mean, it's guaranteed to be somewhere in that range. Yeah.
Hey!
Hey.
Big money, no women.
Hooray.
I feel like I should give you disadvantage or something, but we'll keep going. Anyway, so you tell FD the story about how you met a woman in the woods and she used trickster magic to allure you and stuff like that, ignoring the fact that you sort of just went with it willingly. You attribute most of it to magic when it is simply through horniness that got you in trouble.
Yeah, I've been on the road a long time.
If they have like just nods and yes, the magic of the swamps, yes, very very harsh. So
If it's like,
oh, mute your mic. Thank
There
you.
we go.
So yeah,
don't worry about it.
so
Never mind. I can make food here.
wait. Oh, you
You
unmuted your
unmuted
mic.
yourself.
It's sad then. Okay.
Whoops.
Wait, show me.
Yeah.
Sorry, him. I'll unmute him in a bit. What was I saying? Oh yeah,
Magic of the swamps.
The magic of the swamps is harsh.
yeah. The magic of the land is yes, very trickster, very good. So you want to speak to Alice?
Yes, we would like to inquire if there is something we can do for you so that you can help Dusk with his little predicament.
I'll
Dusk.
be indebted to you. Dusk is me.
Not like the time, like that.
It's just my name.
Do you want to go now, or are you willing to wait a bit so I can tell the town that you are coming?
Give them
We
time
can
to
wait.
prepare would probably be better, yes.
That the general agreement for the group?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
With you, then. And he begins like jogging down the wooden walkways that lead down. Doing some hops here and there from closer ones to closer ones.
Ooh, is Dusk gonna be able to make them hops?